Hey Hog fans, and welcome back to UATV. I'm your host for the evening, Caroline Hickman. It's a new semester and a new season, and so far the Razorbacks are making a name for themselves on the court. On Saturday afternoon in Bud Walton Arena, the men's basketball team showed up bringing their A game. The team showed Ole Miss how it's done and defeated the Rebels with the final score of 97-93. After tip-off, the Razorbacks took the lead by scoring the first 4 points in the game, but once both teams got their momentum, things evened out with a tie game of 14-14 with only a few minutes left on the clock in the first half. Senior guard Daryl Macon and the offense exploded, eventually giving the Hogs the higher advantage and a score of 35-21. Macon dominated by rallying up 11 straight points. A winning factor for the game can be credited to Arkansas's shooting ability from behind the arc and, of course, its solid attempt at free throws. At the end of the second half, with the Hogs trailing by 7, the Rebels began putting the men on the line, literally. The Razorbacks accepted the challenge and nailed 9 out of 10 free throw attempts, which ultimately gave them the victory. The most recent win against Ole Miss gives Arkansas double-digit wins at the Bud for the 15th consecutive season. The men are on the road tomorrow and headed for Athens for a matchup against Georgia. The game is set for 5:30 p.m. and can be watched on the SEC network. Well, springtime brings lots of fantastic sports, and one is already on its way to a hopeful season. The Arkansas track team is known for bringing home the hardware, and the ladies are already on the right path. The already number 2 ranked Arkansas women's track team competed in their first road challenge of the season at the Simmons-Harvey Quad in Ann Arbor, Michigan on Saturday. The Razorbacks walked away with 5 event titles and facility records. The women took a hold and claimed victory of the 60-meter dash, 200-meter dash, 60-meter hurdles, pole vault, and the long jump during the course of the day. Arkansas ended up in second place with 129 points. Head coach Lance Harder made a statement about the conference saying that we still don't have our whole team put together yet, but it was a great experience to go and test ourselves against non-SEC teams because the SEC is such a powerful conference. Despite the SEC scaries, the ladies seem to be holding their own. The next meet for the women will be at home here in Fayetteville for the annual Razorback Invitational January 26th and 27th. The New England Patriots will be facing the Philadelphia Eagles in the Super Bowl Sunday on February 4th. Tom Brady led the Patriots back from a 10-point deficit in the fourth quarter to defeat the Jacksonville Jaguars. Brady threw for 290 yards and 2 touchdowns throughout the game. Patriots cornerback Stephon Gilmore made a huge play on the 4th down to force the Jags offense off of the field. On the other side of things, the Philadelphia Eagles put on a dominant performance against the Minnesota Vikings to find their way to the Super Bowl. This is the first time since 2004 when they lost to the Patriots. By the end of the game, quarterback Nick Foles racked up 352 yards and 3 touchdowns. The certified GOAT versus the veteran backup? Who knows what could go down? I guess we'll have to wait and see what happens on Super Bowl Sunday. Well, that's all the information we have for you tonight. Be sure to follow us on Twitter at UATV Sports for more Razorback athletic news. And when we come back from the break, we will have one last look at your local weather.